this must be the Black Spire, voxed Lyra. It seemed smaller on the hololith, jested Mirella to the top sisters. Voxed Kyle, wasting no time as she unlatched her grapnel launcher from her belt. She aimed it to the top, which no one could quite tell how high it was, as it was all covered in fog. With a loud crack, the grapnel launcher's hook cut through the fog, leaving only the sight of endless spiraling line. Then, after what seemed like an hour, a sharp metallic clang rang out from above, and the line straightened out. All the sisters, one by one, ascended the line, cutting through the fog. They continued to climb, each sister hardly able to see the one in front of her, though they were only an arm's reach away. The higher they climbed, the colder the air became, turning the mist into a rime of frost that began to coat their power armor. The only sound was the rhythmic whir of their mag clamps and the strained creak of the grapnel line. Ilara was the third in line. Below her, she could just make out the top of Mirella's helmet. Above, the faint silhouette of Kyle. The silence of the canyon floor had been replaced by a high, thin, whistling wind that sounded uncomfortably like a human scream. The line swayed suddenly. Then, it happened. It wasn't a sound from the outside. It was a jagged spike of static that drove straight into Ilara's temples, bypassing her helmet's dampeners. It sounded like the fiercest of battles, screams of the damned in a symphony of hatred, clashing steel against thunderous monstrosities. Then, silent static. She gasped, her grip slipping for a terrifying second before Mirella caught her from below. Her mag gloves locked back onto the cable and she reset her footing. "By the throne, what was that?" Ilara voxed, her voice shaking. Her heart hammered against her ribs, the phantom spike of static still ringing in her skull like a struck gong. "Ilara, report!" Kyle's voice barked from above, tight with the strain of the climb. "Is your maglock failing?" I heard something, Superior," Ilara gasped, her boots finding purchase on a narrow outcropping of the spire. A voice. Through the vox. It wasn't the Canoness. Mirella, still gripping Ilara's ankle from below to steady her, looked up. "I heard nothing but the wind, sister. The fog plays tricks on the mind." Ilara, still breathing heavily. "I heard something, Mirella. Something inhuman," she says ominously, as they resume the long climb to the top of the spire. "Superior Kyle, report." Voxed Canoness. Helena. "Yes, Canoness. We are approaching the top of the spire. We had no further resistance entering. You can expect an easy victory." Canoness Helena, in her usual condescending tone. "Very well, Superior. The holy light of the Emperor has taken victory in this section. The Commandery and I are crossing the canyon's threshold. We will link with your squad in 1 hour. Oh, and Superior." Helena's tone shifts to ominous and threatening. "If you defy the order a single time more, I shall see you exiled to serve as a repentia for reconditioning." "Understood. Our prayers are with you, sister," Kyle said, gritting her teeth. "See that you don't fail. No, get to cover. The walls are..." A blinding red light suddenly illuminates the entire sky and canyon. The vox cuts completely out, and nothing but static remains. The sounds of what seem like a distant avalanche or a great earthquake can be heard back towards the entrance. Then a few seconds pass, and cloud of dust billows past the sisters, still swinging from the grapple line. "Canoness! Helena! Do you read me?" As Kale continues to fruitlessly hail the Canoness, the static in Ilara's ears begins to shape itself again. It's no longer just a spike, it's a presence. Suddenly, a resonant, metallic, grinding voice pierced through the chaotic chatter and madness. "Foul abominations! I am the hammer." The vox went static again. Ilara's mind, body, and soul were shaken by these words. Ilara was stunned, Mirella shaking her leg, trying to coax her back to reality. "Ilara, we have to go. The spire is beginning to crack." Ilara gains a bit of coherency once again, and all 5 sisters swiftly scramble to the edge of the cliff as a section of it plummets down into the red-lit fog. As they crest over the edge to see the view from above, they look in horror and awe as a massive pillar of red fire rises into the sky from the cultist main fortress far in the distance. "Emperor preserve us," Kyle whispers, still out of breath from the frantic climb. The 5 sisters stand on the jagged remains of the black spire. A ruined chapel lies in the distance, with hundreds of ancient skeletons not far from turning to dust littered about. The wind is fierce, whipping their capes and carrying the faint, copper smell of the blood ritual at the heretic fortress below. "Head for the chapel, sisters. We shall find sanctuary for a moment to commune. We are cut off, but we are not forsaken."